Toronto FC hits the road this weekend as they'll be taking on Orlando City SC this Saturday at the Citrus Bowl. And Gareth, there is a familiar face there in goalkeeper Joe Bendon.
Yeah, hey Joe, how you doing? We miss Joe around here. He's a real likable guy over his tenure with Toronto FC, but obviously TFC moved on. And it's no offense to Joe, he's a top shot blocker, but Clint Irwin's just been so good for this Toronto FC team. He has picked up 8 clean sheets in 17 games this season. Joe's been solid, but only 1 clean sheet for Orlando. They have a knack for conceding goals, and with no Seb Hines in front of him, who the center back suspended this weekend, there's going to be more pressure on Joe. Joe's going to be up for the occasion, but TFC knows his quirks as well, so we'll see how they can take advantage.
Another key to the matchup, don't unleash the beast. Julio Baptista, is he hitting his stride?
Well, he is. He scored a really nice goal in the 90th minute last weekend in a 2-2 draw with the San Jose Earthquakes. The Brazilian has really struggled to find form after having a really good career in Europe, was injured over the course of his time going back to Brazil, but now it looks like he's in the right headspace and he can be a difference maker in a team that may be without Kaká. He's dealing with a thigh injury, but he and Kevin Molino in behind Kyle Aaron, that's a true threat that Toronto FC is going to have to deal with.
You know who else we don't know is going to be playing this weekend? Steven Beitashour. He has been one of the most reliable sources for Toronto FC on the back line this season. Is this a proper time to rest him?
Well, I think it is, Danielle. He came out of the match early midweek against Vancouver, and it sounds like it's just wear and tear, but I'd proceed with caution. He's the only player that's played every game on the season, and you got to look ahead to this week when you're playing for a trophy against the Whitecaps in Vancouver. It seems like a good time. Now, the question is, what do you do if he does come out? Does Williams or Hagelin step in, who can play the position but are more natural playing in the middle of the park, or do you maybe change formation? Go with 3 at the back in a 3-5-2 formation or a 5-3-2, however you want to call it, much like they did against Columbus when they picked up a clean sheet last month. So there's options for Greg Vanney with or without Beitashour.
Well, it's going to be extremely hot and humid as Toronto FC heads to Orlando into the Lions' Den, but make sure that you tune in 7:30 p.m. on Sportsnet and tweet us at Toronto FC using the hashtag TFC Live.